New photos, a new teaser, a release date confirmed in Australia, but what does this even mean for Germany fans? Well guys, I've got all the answers, so let's talk Wentworth. Hi guys, welcome back to Wentworth Life. I hope you're all good and staying safe out there. We have got a lot to talk about in today's video, so grab yourself a cuppa and get yourselves comfy. Before we get started, if this is your first time here, then please share the love and hit that subscribe button. If you stick around until the end of the video, I will be responding to some of your comments from some of my previous videos, and if you want to connect with me on social media, all my links have been put together on Linktree, which you will find underneath this video. Right then guys, so we finally have a confirmed release date from Foxtel. Tuesday the 24th of August, mark your diaries. This is the official release date from Foxtel in Australia. If you live in America or Canada or somewhere in Europe, or if you're like me and live in the UK, then we don't have any news on those release dates yet. However, last year the UK were only 1 week behind the Australian episodes, so fingers crossed it will be the same this year. For American fans, of course, you guys get Wentworth on Netflix, usually just after it is finished in Australia, so it will probably be the same this year. And as for the rest of the world, I would highly recommend that you guys contact your TV stations and try and find out when they plan to release it in your country. But now that Foxtel have finally confirmed the Australian release date, channels across the globe can now start planning when they are going to release it. Now I know the 24th of August is quite far away. In fact, from the time of me making this video, it's actually 9 weeks away. I know a lot of fans aren't happy that they still have quite a wait to see the final chapter, but at least we have a day to look forward to now. And of course we should be getting some bigger trailers in the next couple of weeks, which is exciting. Now I've seen a lot of your comments on my previous video about Sky Atlantic in Germany releasing Wentworth before Foxtel. I actually have an update on this. So just a quick recap, just in case you did miss my last video. Sky Atlantic in Germany had announced that they were going to be releasing the final season of Wentworth on the 21st of July. Not only that, but they were planning on releasing double episodes. Now at the time this was confirmed by Sky and it hit the online German TV websites. Now I actually went one step further with this because I know a lot of fans weren't happy with this news. Now some of you may or may not know this, but I actually work for Sky in the UK. So I was able to contact the relevant teams with a little bit of help with my manager, and it was confirmed that this article was true. That was the planned date, and the German Sky broadcaster had a confirmed deal with Fremantle. However, there is now a twist in this tale. About a week or so later, it was confirmed by the Sky service team that due to licensing reasons, Sky Atlantic in Germany have had to postpone the final season of Wentworth. This was confirmed by the German Sky service team, and it looks like that Foxtel kicked up a huge fuss and put a block on this happening. Now I am kind of happy about this, only because if Sky Atlantic in Germany did start airing double episodes before Foxtel, then the rest of us around the world would be seeing spoilers right, left and centre, and it would have ruined the final season for us. So I can now confirm that Foxtel will be the first channel to air these final 10 episodes, and rightly so. So everyone who has been commenting and worrying, please don't panic anymore. I tell you what though, I bet Foxtel were really annoyed at the German TV articles ruining the death spoiler in episode 1. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I suggest you watch my previous video, wink wink. Just on a final point with this subject, I do think it's absolutely ridiculous that Foxtel are airing the final season over a year from season 8 part 1. Like, I'm not being funny, but they've been banging on about season 8 being split into 2 parts, and it's a 2-parter season. But how on earth they can expect fans to wait so long to see what happens in part 2, I just think it's ridiculous. And I think if Foxtel had acted sooner, then maybe certain spoilers wouldn't have been leaked. But anyway, that's just my opinion on the matter. At least now we've got that confirmed release date in the bag. Right then, before we talk about the short teaser that was released yesterday, let's just take a look at some spoiler photos that were released a few days ago, and a massive shout out to Liam who first pointed out these photos to me. So we finally have had a glimpse of new character Eve Wilder, played by the awesome Tina Bursill. And these photos confirm that Eve Wilder is going to be an inmate, because I know none of us really knew anything about Eve. We didn't know if she was going to be a prisoner or an officer, but she is indeed going to be a prisoner. And doesn't she look amazing? If some of you have never watched the original Prisoner Cell Block H, then Tina Bursill was actually in Prisoner, and she played the original Sonia Stevens. And also, the character Eve Wilder that Tina Bursill is going to be playing in Wentworth this year, Eve Wilder is an original character that was originally in Prisoner. Are you guys still with me? Anyway, so in these photos we see Eve Wilder meeting Joan Ferguson, and at this point Joan is still a prisoner and still in Teal. Now I'm wondering whether if these two are going to team up, or is there going to be some sort of history between Joan and Eve Wilder. It's interesting in these other photos that they both end up working in the kitchen together, so I definitely think these two are going to be working with each other. Also, after seeing this photo of Eve Wilder in the kitchen, this makes me think that Eve is the one who smashes Jake over the back of the head. Also, in these two photos, it looks like Ferguson really isn't happy, and I definitely think she's going to be seeking some deadly revenge this year. I mean, look at this photo, she's squeezing a tomato. I'm wondering whether if Eve finds out about Ferguson faking her amnesia, and maybe Eve starts to blackmail Ferguson into helping her escape or something. It's very interesting, but my god, doesn't Joan's face just look totally terrifying in some of these photos? These two photos of Joan and Vera alone together look very interesting too. I'm thinking this is taking place at Joan's trial. It definitely doesn't look like it's inside the prison, and plus Ferguson is in her normal clothes here. So I reckon this is Joan's trial, which I think will be a massive episode. I mean, there are two ways that this will go. Either Joan will lose it in court and her mask will slip in front of everyone, or she will have her charges dropped and she will walk free, and as she walks free she will walk past Vera and give her an evil Joan Ferguson smirk. Either way, it's going to be fantastic television. Vera is determined to keep Ferguson in prison, but Ferguson is determined to beat these charges, so it's going to be so exciting to see how this storyline goes. I definitely think Vera has something up her sleeve. Look at her face in this photo. It looks like Vera has just delivered a classic line to Ferguson before walking away. And what is that folder that she's carrying? Does Vera finally have the proof that she needs to beat Ferguson? Or could there be a twist? Remember those photos of Vera, Will and Jake at Ferguson's graveside back in season 6? Maybe these photos are going to pop back up in the trial and the tables will be turned. What do you guys think is going to happen in Joan's trial? Let me know your thoughts in the comments box below. We also have a little glimpse of Mari and Ferguson in the yard. It doesn't really give much away, but I wonder who they're both watching in these photos. I reckon Mari is going to try and find out who actually stabbed Ali. And does Mari actually have something in her hand in this photo? Is it the poison that she's holding? Maybe Mari will give it to Ferguson to poison Judy, or maybe even Lou or Sheila. But Ferguson may even double cross Mari and poison Reb. That poison is definitely going to pop up at some point and someone is gonna end up on this slab. Okay guys, so yesterday we got a short little teaser which revealed the release date, and I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who messaged me on Instagram and Facebook letting me know the teaser had dropped. I've literally never had so many notifications over the course of say 30 minutes. It was absolutely insane. My phone was beeping every 5 seconds. So guys, thank you everyone. Okay guys, so let's take another look at this teaser.
You got any last words?
Wow, so not much is actually revealed in this teaser, which I'm not surprised about. They're going to try and keep a lot of things under wrap this year. However, there are a few things that we can pick apart. So the teaser seems to feature Mari, Boomer, Vera, Ferguson, Judy, Reb, Lou and Sheila. In the background, we can hear the panic alarm ringing out. We also hear an announcement saying this is a code black, which is indicating someone is dead. In the background, there are images flying around saying duress. Towards the end of the teaser, you hear Lou Kelly saying, "Do you have any last words?" which then follows, which I think is the sound of a gunshot. When Wentworth, the final sentence, pops up on screen, it almost looks like there's fire and ash floating around in the background. Interestingly though, Vera looks like she is back wearing her governor's outfit here, although it is quite dark and it is a very quick and blurry image, but it doesn't look like the uniform that she was wearing last season. Either way, this short teaser looks insane and it's definitely going to be bigger than anything that we've ever seen before. It's interesting though that we don't get to see Rita in this teaser, and I know a lot of fans were concerned about Rita not playing a big part this year, but Leah Purcell did confirm that this is one of Rita's best seasons to date, so we have nothing to worry about guys. Rita will be back with her final biffer, as she said in her interview recently. Also, Foxtel have just recently released an article with a little bit of a preview of the things to come, so let's take a look. Grab your teal trackie, your Monte Carlo biscuits, some state-approved tea bags and get ready. We've got the date for when the final 10 episodes of Wentworth are coming our way. The concluding installment of the award-winning Foxtel original drama will make its worldwide premiere on Tuesday, August the 24th at 8:30 PM on Fox Showcase. When Teal Tuesdays return to our lives, we'll finally get to see how the globally popular prison set series comes to a close, with fans on the edge of their seats after the last installment. There's a lot to tie up from our last glimpse inside the prison, which left us with top dog Ali viciously stabbed and left for dead on the shower room floor. The realization that the new inmate Judy Bryant is far more dangerous than we'd first been led to believe, and the arrival of Sheila riling up one person at Wentworth you really don't want to upset, Lou Kelly. Of course, we also have Joan Ferguson finally fully aware of her true identity, following a period of amnesia, uttering the ominous line at the close of the final, "I am the freak." The wonderful thing is that she does have this big secret now, Rabe revealed after that shocking episode aired. And the question is, how does she live with that? Who knows about it? How do they find out, and what's it going to mean for their survival rate? Box also gave us a taste of what to expect when we caught up with her at the start of the year. The end of Season 8 Part 1 and the beginning of Season 8 Part 2 is pretty explosive, she said. There are some extraordinary acts of betrayal and revenge. Some of it was quite terrifying to shoot actually, which was fun as well. It does really set up for a massive final season. Trust us, we're more excited than the Wentworth inmates are when a shiv fight is about to go down in the laundry. So, Sheila is riling up Lou Kelly. I mean, I wonder what Sheila's game is here, because I thought she was quite happy that Reb was going to go and tell the police that Sheila wasn't the one that poisoned and killed everyone at the retreat. I mean, Sheila's definitely playing a dangerous game here. It's interesting as well when the article talks about Ferguson getting a memory back and saying how she will live with it, who will find out, and what will their survival rate be if they do find out. I mean, I think that's a very strong indication that Ferguson will kill anyone who finds out about her getting her memory back. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely love what Kate Box says as well about the beginning of Season 8 Part 2 being explosive, and there's extraordinary acts of betrayal and revenge, and the fact that some of it was quite scary to shoot. I mean, if some of it was quite scary to shoot, just imagine how it's going to be for us viewers when we finally watch these last 10 episodes. We are in for some big shocks, along with some twists and turns and a lot of death. It hasn't even started yet, guys, and I'm already nervous. So guys, what do you think about all of this? How do you think some of these storylines are going to pan out? What do you think is going to happen in this huge, explosive first episode? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments box below. And on the subject of comments, it's now time for some comment replies. So we have my lovely Michelle 82478. Yes, best freaking birthday gift ever. Definitely Michelle. So Michelle is the one who runs the other YouTube channel, and she does her own Wentworth theories and things. Make sure you go and check that channel out. But I was chatting with her yesterday on Instagram, and Michelle told me that August the 24th is her birthday. So that is literally like the best birthday present ever. So make sure you go and pop over to her channel, guys. And Michelle, thank you for your comment. Russell Cooper. At the end we can see like ashes floating across the screen and fire crackle. Yes, Russell, I'm glad you spotted that as well. Definitely think there's going to be some massive fire or bomb, or maybe the prison's just going to end up in rubble by the end of the season. Who knows? But thank you for your comment. And we have DMT. When she said Rita goes out there and has her final biffo, I got excited. It has to be with the freak, doesn't it? Well, you never know. I have got a feeling that maybe Rita and Lou might team up by the end of the season, depending on how the storylines go. I don't know, maybe Rita and Lou will start off as enemies, but then they might end up working together, a little bit like when Bea and Frankie, the same in season 3. Something similar could happen between Rita and Lou, and maybe they will team up and have a massive fight with Ferguson. We never know. But anyway, thank you for your comment. And we have Nandita Mahesh. I hope I said that correctly. Everyone keeps talking about a bang or a boom. Bomb at Wentworth confirmed. Well, nothing has been confirmed, and it won't get confirmed until the episode has aired. But it would not surprise me. I mean, they want this season to be the biggest ever. They want it to be bigger than season 7, and you know how big that season was. So it wouldn't surprise me if there's some sort of bomb. I mean, it would make sense having Judy as a terrorist there. So I would say it's highly probable, but nothing's been confirmed yet. But anyway, thank you for your comment. And we have Terrence Wheatra. I have a feeling Ruby and Reb are going to end up killed off, which is why we've seen Rita and Lou both bloodied up. You could be onto something there, Terrence. I do reckon that Ferguson could kill Reb and Ruby this season. Hence, then Rita and Lou will go on their own little rampages through the season, and by the end come together and take on Ferguson as a whole. But I definitely think we could be in for a double death with Ruby and Reb this year, so yes, I'm on your wavelength. I'm on the same page as you, Terrence. Thank you for your comment. And thank you all for your lovely comments. Keep them coming because I love reading all of your theories. Okay guys, well if you've made it to the end of this video, then thank you all for sticking around. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, stay safe, and I'll see you all again very soon.